you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself off from the roof, 'cause you fucking love it when I fade. 'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself off from the roof, 'cause you fucking love it when I fade. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself off from the roof, 'cause you fucking love it when I fade. 'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself off from the roof, 'cause you fucking love it when I fade.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. This is Steve Nunumba back again with Tech Chess, and today we're going to take on a more complex topic than what we did yesterday. It's just all crud, right? It's all crud. Can you believe it? It's all crud. We just have to link up all different variations of crud and just try as much as we can to make sure that it's seen in all, manner. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's all crud, right? I think it's all crud. Okay. So this literally needs no introduction right now because at the end of the day, we have to really catch up on how far we have to go in terms of finishing this application, because it's not long, right? I've only done this on like 4 streams and we've really come a long way. Okay, so let's begin, right? Let's go ahead and switch it up. Great. Okay, so this is how far we've gone. Last we left it at the products stage, which is not so bad really, because like we've covered a mad amount of stuff. So we gotta log in. Okay, so this is like the products list, right? And it's telling us the number of units based on like the product items that have been stored in the database. We're not going to view those product items. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to add an adjustment. Yeah, we're going to add an adjustment, right? An adjustment stage. Let me see. This is what we're going to do. Let's just open the application itself. I'm really trying to craft it out in my mind. It's not coming, but we'll have to create the purchases first before we do the adjustments. So let's just do this. npm run dev. Okay, I think we're good. We're good, we're excellent. Okay, so let's do this, yeah? Let's do this. So we're talking about products, product descriptions, right? For each product description, I'm going to actually put up a button over here that links up to, like, for us to show, right? So instead of edit, we'll just go to do show. Right, and then description ID, and then there's the btn will do doc, and then over here list. So now there's going to be I think an error going to be thrown because the show root is not there. So what we just need to do is come into product descriptions. Place this one, and this one. That's it. Save that. Let it load. Great. So over here, all you just need to do is, I'll just go to the show class. Okay, then I'll come in here and do product, public product description, product. Then I'll do amount. So because we're passing in an ID, we'll just come in here and do this product. Is equal to product description, find ID. So what I want to do is I want to list the product here. Then I want to create another function over here called add. Where I'll do this, emit, done, success. This button works. This button works. I'll just do that for that showing first. And then I'll go to my show view. What I will do is I'll do container fluid again. Over here I'll do X page heading, and then here I will type down the product title. So now you can see laundry bag over there. Then I can do a space and then say quantity, so product quantity, and pair it along with the product unit. That's all. Now I just need to list the items themselves. So I'll come in here and do I'll do a table, right? I'll just do a table. Special, responsive, table striped, of course. I will do table striped, hover, bordered. I won't do primary or secondary. I'll align top, and then this one I'll get rid of. Table caption I'll get rid of. This one I'll do ID, SQ number, date added, something like that. I can see someone in the chat. Yeah, Trick. Welcome to the stream, my G. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's actually save and see how it looks. So far so good. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to get rid of the TR, of course, and then I'm going to come and do a for each loop. For each product, so I'll take the product and look at the product items. as item. I shall just left it like that, and then I'll do that. Let's see. Good. Okay, we can't. Can we paginate this as it is? I don't think we can. But let's just do it like so. We'll have the item ID. Or let's do it like this, right? Let's do it like this. Product items is item, all right? And then I'll come into show and come and do it like this, yeah? Product items. So product items will be product item where product description ID is equivalent to this product ID. And then okay, of course we need to import the product item bit, and then we just need to do order by, we need to order by you know, the date created at, and then we need to make it descending, and we need to paginate it. So we'll take the first 10 records, and that's how we go about this. So now over here I'm just going to do a use with pagination, and then down here I'll do protected pagination theme being equal to bootstrap. But first, before we do this, I'm going to comment this out and see how it looks without that, so that once we save this as well, we'll see the first 10. We don't have an SQ number yet set there. We needed to put the item SKU number. Great, right? Then there's the date added, which is the item created at. So what I'll do in this situation, carbon \carbon parse, then I'll take the item created at, and then I'll format it into what are we doing? I will just take JS F comma Y, right? So that it takes like 8th March 2023, for example, which is good. How about we just do \OF, so 8th of March. So that the reason why I did the backslash is because O actually stands for something. O stands for the month, I believe. You can see, oh, the year actually. Yeah, it stands for the year. So if I do a backslash, it cancels out that and uses it as text. Just like regex, mostly. Okay, so I've commented out this part over here, this protected pagination theme. Reason why I want to actually see how it looks without the pagination links. So at the end of the table, we have the table foot. Over here, I'll take product items, and then I'll take links, and it's a function. Look at that, look at that, look at that. What are these? What are these? You see that? And this arrow over here is taking up like full proportion of the screen. So essentially, we just need to uncomment this, save, and then we have lift off. We have one here, and then we're going to put one on the I'm going to put one at the end of this, like just at the bottom of this. I don't know why my okay, so at the very bottom is my okay, my keyboard is playing around. I don't understand. Okay, so I'm going to go to show. I'm going to come in here just underneath the table and add the product links like that. So I have the top and the bottom sections. So I have the SQ number for the laundry bag. This is essentially just this. It's this product, right? But the number of items that have been stored in the database. I'd rather have this as text center, but I doubt it will even work. Yeah, it won't work because we fixated it. If we go to page heading, we'll see we fixated it like this. It's a justify content between. It's a deflex, of course. I mean, why not? I like this song. It's a very nice song. Very nice music. Yeah, that's okay. So in essence, we're seeing a total list of 55 units, right? So if I come in here and I've listed this for descending, right? Like descending based on data added. If I come to the last page, page 6, we have number 55 over here, 8th of March. So they're still going to be arranged by ID at default level if all these dates are the same. So how do we go about this? So if I come to this point over here, right? There's something I want to do. I just want to, like, let's say for example, if I come to the table body over here, and then I come and do a btn.btn.btn doc. Over here, I'd want to click on this. So I'll say wire click, and it needs to trigger something called add product, just to test if this button is working. So there's a button here. You can see this button works. But I put it at the bottom of the table, so I don't understand why it's like, maybe it just needs to be at the end or below the table, below the links. Burn them. Add new product, right? So this time, instead of doing a button like this, what I'll just do is I'll do a modal. I'll do a modal default. This one I'll say add new product. Save that. Let's see if we have liftoff. We do. So we have liftoff already. The button is large. We have modal. Okay, you can see this data BS backdrop static, BS keyboard false. Dialog is I think we're already good. So we'll do add product. I don't need this script anymore actually. So once you save that, I mean, because the JS is already in, so we just don't need .js there. So add a new, and then I'll take this, oops, and then I will put it, so add a new, and then I'll come and do a strong, and then into the system. So do we have an activity log table actually? Because we need that. I have activity logs here. Okay, so once we have this, add a new into the system, a new product, add a new laundry bag 7304 kilogram into the system. That's when we have things lifting off. So this model needs to be model. I don't want it a small model. I don't want a small model. I want something big. Let's do LG. Right? Yes. Great. Now when I hit this button called save, I'll do a wire click on this. And then I'll do add product. Right? So now in this situation, you see when we're adding a product item into the system, the only thing that we need to do is, first things first, generate a new SQ number that is unique to this table over here that's in the product items table. And secondly, just save together with the product item, the product's ID as the product description ID. So I'm just going to go ahead and open product items table. I'm going to open it to the side actually, and then you can see what we're dealing with. So you have the product description ID, SQ number, and price. Okay, so price meaning price of, like, how much does it cost? How much did it cost to buy? Right? Yeah, how much did it cost to buy? So I'm going to put an input here, and I'm going to do SQ number. Placeholder, I won't put a placeholder. Or maybe I will actually. Generate placeholder. Now generate, SQ number. It's gonna be a text. I'll do with a text. Label for SKU underscore number. Area described by help ID. Just put SQ. And then what I'll do, of course this is required. I'll do product item. And then I'll paste that, or rather, I think this is it. This is all we need to do. Like, we just do the SQ number, we generate it. Price will be like by default somewhere. Okay, so for this one, I think I'll do, instead of this, I'll just do number, and then I'll do minimum is equal to 0, maximum, no, I'll do a step, 0.01, no, 0.05 actually, since it's price. Then over here in the placeholder, I'll say default price, and then I'll come in here and add this and say product price. Let's see how it holds up, right? Add a new product. Default price is 380 bob. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Then I'll come in here and say ENV default currency. But I will do a soup. No, I'll do soup. And then I'll say in, then ENV default currency. If I hit add product price in Kenyan shillings, right? In this soup, I'll do a class text danger. As you can see, it's working. Instead of soup, maybe you can just do small. Right, price in Kenyan shillings. You could close it in brackets. And see how it goes. Yeah. There's something about this module that just caught my eye. So let's just do this again. Right? So you see this JavaScript over here, module ID at event listener, show BS module, and all that stuff, right? If I did module sizes, check this out. The JS is not there. Okay, if I did module default, this is the new one. So you can see const my module is equal to new bootstrap module document get element. So there's new bootstrap module, and then there's bootstrap module, or bootstrap module get instance or something like that, right? So this is the two variations. So this is for creating a new module, and then there's one for getting the module's instance. So that's the one we want to use. So every time it's like, every time it you know, there's a submit, I want to do this. I want to do you know, push, but I have not enabled push, so I don't think I'll do that today. Let's actually see what we'll do. I have price here, input type number, wire model. Wire model should be this, product item price, or product item price as well for this one. Oh, sorry, product item SKU number. Right. Now alongside this, I need to do an input group, in fact, because I want to put a button alongside this. Trying to actually see how it looks. Actually, you know what? This calls for browsing. This is exactly what I want. But I need it to be a button instead of a, you know. Buttons with drop downs. Button add-ons, yeah, this is what I want. So it's the second one I want to take. So I'll come in here, take this, put it alongside this input tag. Save that, see how it appears. Okay, the button appears down. Now I'll take this and the button and then put it in a dot input group. There's a button there. Now the last thing I think is to incorporate it. I don't know how they're going to work it out. Because you can definitely see over here. Does it need to be form control though? Yes, there's form control here, input group form control, input group form control. I think that's all right. Okay. I think this is okay now. So now I just need to make sure that this button generates a new SQ. So I have this over here, so I'll say generate. So I'll do wire click. Generate SKU, which is a function that's going to be declared inside show. That's it. That's it. Okay, so we are going to have public product item or product item, sorry. And then I'm going to come in here and say, okay, this product item is equal to new product item. That's it. Now we need to do a protected rules. First, protected listeners is equal to, now we're going to listen to this done shenanigans, and then we just need to render the whole thing again. We run a few functions actually. I don't know if you can run multiple mounts, mount and render. Now we'll have protected rules. We'll have product item. SQ. So it required unique Okay, so the SKU generator, how do we go about this? Laravel SKU, generate SKUs, we look at models. No, I just need a function. Okay, since this one was closed, it probably has the right answer. Yeah, there we go. You know what? Yeah, we'll just have to implement this one. Really, I don't want to. What are those listeners for? Oh, okay. Just seen your comment, bro. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so the listeners. What are the listeners for? So, okay. So let's say, yeah, that I've done this function right here. Yeah, I've done this function. It's finished, and now it's finally emitted like an event called done. When I hit the done, yeah, um, there's going to be a success message that comes to the front of the screen. Like for example, if I come in here, hit save, you'll see this. Okay. Now that that event message is supposed to it's supposed to be like that, like by default every event message that I've done for this done, if I put a success there, it will show. Like it's just a pre-configured thing that I put up. So now let's just put warning, for example, right? If I put warning save, you'll see the warning logo. You can see. Now, those listeners, the listeners that I've done in the backend, enable this component to be re-rendered. That's for the render function. And then now for the mount, it also allows the refreshing of these variables that we've created. So in a case where we don't even have the mount and we just do render, we'll just do that and then hit render, save, and yeah. So you can see this. The problem with doing this is because of it's actually not supposed to even be like this. It's supposed to be just one string. Let's try and see if we can also do mount separately. Cannot assign collection to property. Yeah. Okay. So let's hit save again and you see it render. Yeah. Like it will refresh like the entire like front side. So that, you know, like if there's new data that's being entered, it will pop up like at the very front. Like say, let's finish this module and then we'll test it out just like that. So there's listeners, we have rules. Now these rules are for like the form. So now once we come in here and do this validate, we'll validate it using the rules. And then the next thing is we'll come in here and do this product item description, product description ID, right, is equal to, now we'll take this product because we're already on a product page, and then take the ID and put it there. And that's all. I think that's all that we need to do. And then after that, we just need to do this product item save. Right? So just like that, we have everything sorted. So now if I come in here and hit save, we already have some errors that are going to be popping up. But those errors need to come up in the form of messages that are inside this model. So you see this wire ignore, it should be wire ignore.self, so that we can see the, like within, we can see livewire actually affecting it. You can see that SQ number field is required and the price field is required. Now if we hit this button, I want us to hit this button and it generates for us the SQ number. So generate SQ should be a function that, say for example, just does something like, for example, I'll say this product item SQ number is equal to, I don't know, maybe say rand random bytes, right? 9, right? And I'll just keep it like that. So I'll come in here, add new product, hit this button. They malformed UT8, so I don't know, random bytes or random int. Okay, so I'll come in here, add new product, hit this button. Random int expect exactly 2 arguments. It needs what? The minimum and the max. Okay, I don't know. I don't know which function we can use to generate like a random, I think random bytes was the one, but then you see random bytes needs a length. Oh, cryptographically secure pseudo random bytes. Sorry, no, random string or something. I need a package for SQ numbers, man. Okay, you know what? Guess what? I'm using this. Wait, hold on. Hold up. I think we have something. Use str, which is eliminate support str. Let's do some. I just spotted something at the bottom, like corner of my eye, and I just like sq. Hold on. Is this an actual function? Okay. I had my hopes up, man. Okay. Looks like we have to just install this. So composer require whatever. Composer require binary cat Laravel SQ. That's the next step. PHP artisan vendor publish. I'm seriously waiting for this thing to finish. Bad thing about coding on Windows is that this terminal just takes its time. Like it just what the hell, man. I want us to clock 1 hour while we're finished this particular section of the module, so that we can actually try and sort out purchases and sales and prepping them up. We just want to talk about them in depth, and then tomorrow we'll do a 5-hour coding stream. Oh wait, tomorrow is Friday. Saturday we'll do a 5-hour coding stream in the evening, and that will be. I think that will make us str random. Could have used str random 9. Let's try it. Let's try it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Let's see what happens. Oh yes, perfect. I don't know how to pronounce your name, bro, but big up to you, because wow, I could have just done this instead of installing this package that's taking I don't know how long to just generate optimized.load files. Now that anyway, yeah. So random 9. I think this is so perfect. This is very 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 good. And thank you, my G. You just found it. Thanks for the research, man. Thank you for the tag team research. Thank you so much, man. This is very 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 helpful. Yeah, that's it. I think I don't really need to go much into this function right now. So this I just need to change the name now. Instead of saying it's called button. But there's something wrong. Like I just don't understand why this button is curved and it's not joining to like the other, like this input. So I'll just do SQ number over here. I'll make this input tag disabled, like so. So you can see I can't type it in here. I'll just say click button to generate, and I'll just get rid of that. Okay, click button to generate. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, this is perfect, right? Right. Then price in Kenyan shillings. Default price for this commodity is 380. Say I put it at 390, and then save. So now you see today is 9th of March. The ID of this is 9845. This is a new SQ number, date added. If I go back to viewing the products list of laundry bag 7304 kilograms, it ups into from 55 to 56. So I have 56 units of these. Perfect. I think now we're good. Now I just want to check this out. Yeah, I just want to see if we can actually add a new product, and then once we add it, it refreshes everything. So I'll buy this one at 370, and then I'll save. But then now, before I go anywhere else, before I hit save, I want us to do amount as well. So I'll generate a new SQ. Default price will be 320. Okay, the price will be 320, and then I'll save. Let's see. Cannot assign eliminate database development collection to property. Yeah, Livewire is on point though. I think I won't run the mount. But this will mean that I can add multiple products as well. I'll save this. Now I'll check if I can save this again. And you can say SQ number has already been taken. So I need to generate another one, save, generate another one, save, generate another one, save. And now instead of doing this button works, which is such a boring message, I'll just come in and say successfully added a new and then I'll come in here and say I'll use this.
Artificial love, we just make it up, 'cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up, 'cause we already lost, addicted to the rush. I never meant to fall, all I wanted was a touch of artificial love. We just make it up, 'cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. Artificial love. Artificial love.
I think that's it. Then I'll change this to success. Okay. Budget for 390. Generate a new one, bought another one for 390. That's it. So if I go and view products list, there are how many? 59. Great. Because I added these 4. I'll generate another one just to create more, because I like the fact that I've been able to do this. But the thing is, I need this form to reset so that it continues adding, because every time I click on that, it needs to refresh. All right, it needs to refresh to a new, like I need to mount it again. Don't know if that makes sense. I need to mount it again. That's the thing. Or let's do this. Instead of render, we do mount. Let's see if that will hold up. Or, no, I could have done this, yeah? After adding the product, after this event has been successful, then I can just come in here and say this product item is equal to new product item again. Because it's not being used anywhere else as well. Yeah, it's not being used anywhere else as well. So, and then of course they ask you if it's already been used, I'll have to generate another one. Then aside from that, we can also do, okay, because it's rendering again, this will still produce more results. So yeah. So let's try that. Generate a new SKU, put it at 350. Yeah, so you see it's reset. 50 again, generate. And it's added more. Thank you. Yes, that's done. I think now that's good. That's now set up proper. I honestly can't pronounce your name, man. But yeah, I'll try it. Aho. That's Uho. Yeah, Uho. Uho sounds more appropriate. Yeah, have a good one, bro. You know, it's been fun having you around. Thank you so much for the solution. Yeah, and God bless. It's been real. Now, since that has been done, this is exactly what we're going to be using for, like, say, purchases and all that stuff. So this is how we go about purchases, right? By the moment we're making a purchase, we make a purchase that is in conjunction to the product that has been added into the system. But now if there's no product that has if the product doesn't have a purchase attached to it, then it will automatically be assumed as opening stock, right? So now if it's automatically assumed as opening stock, then we also need to accommodate in our minds that it also needs to be attached to a sale, right? If it's attached to a sale, then it's no longer a unit in the system, or rather it's, I don't know, it's in this situation, because it's attached to a sale, it's softly deleted from the system, but it's still in the system, right? So it's already sold, so it will be marked as sold, purchased, opening stock, etc, etc, right? So if I come in here and just try as much as I can to like distinguish between all of these, what I'll just try and do is I'll come and okay, let's go to the show side of things, and I'll come and say if this doesn't have a purchase, then it's opening stock. Yeah, otherwise if it has a purchase, I'll actually go and do that inside my my models, right? It needs to be attached, because you see, when we have purchases, right, because you see this is product items, then we have purchases, all right? In the purchases table, only have purchase date and the supplier ID. That's it, right? So now if we have purchase date and supplier ID, then we only just need to do what? We just need to attach it to the items using this other table, this other database table. This is going to be our pivot. Now in this pivot, we have an attached, we have to attach the purchase ID that's being talked about, and then we have the product item that is also going to be talked about. If the products are multiple, then the product item IDs, they need to actually be created, all of them at once. We need to create the purchases table. We need to create the purchases, the purchase in terms of like the data entry. We need to create one entry in the purchases table. Then, and regardless of how many product items we have, we just need to create them, right? And then in the long run, we're going to attach all of them to that one purchase ID, yeah, such that they're going to be multiple entries. Purchase ID 1, product item 1, purchase ID 1, product item 2, purchase ID 1, product item 3, purchase ID 1, product item 4. We continue like that with that process until now we have a fully filled, depending on the number of products that we've really added through purchases. And then after that has been done, of course, there's going to be a full-on purchase price. For each product item that has been bought, if it's not opening stock, right, it's going to be attached for a purchase price. So this purchase price also has to be equal to the product item's price, right? So if a purchase price, let's say for example, was $350, and we're talking about a product item that's been put into the system that's attached to this purchase ID, then both of them have to be $350. If this is $350, that's $350. If this is $360, that's $360. And there's going to be like literally no discrepancy at this point. Okay. Now, if we move on from that point onwards, right? If we have a product item that has been attached to a purchase, then we'll say that that product has been bought. Okay, it's been bought. But if we have a product item that has no purchase that has been attached to it, then that's the opening stock of the system. Great. So now we can only attribute opening stock to the system if a product item cannot be attached to a purchased item. Now, how do we get rid of these products? How do we delete the products from the system? Like if they were actually existed in the system from the first place, how do we get rid of them from the system? Well, it's simple. We sell them, right? We're selling them from the system. And if we're selling them from the system, we have to attach this product item to a sale. Okay, now we look at the sales table. It's pretty much identical to the products table, right? The sales table is going to be identical to the purchases table that's right here. Okay, so we have a purchases table. We are buying it from a supplier, right? And then we have our sales table. We have it attached to a customer who we are selling it to, right? So if we have that, we also have our sale product item table, which is also going to be our pivot between the products, the product items, and the sales that we're going to be making. So let's say we make a sale on this day, sale 1, right? We're going to have products being sold, like 5 of them. So we're going to have sale 1, product item 1, sale 2, product item 2, sale 3, sale 1, product item 1, sale 1, product item 2, sale 1, product item 3, sale 1, product item 4, and so on and so forth, right? Until we get to the desired number of that particular product item ID that we're selling, okay? So now at this point, we're able to compile from this is like the very in-depth breakdown of how these sales are happening per commodity, okay? Not per like category, not per commodity description, right? Per physical commodity. Like if this cup has a very unique ID, I'm talking about this particular cup in this system. I'm not talking about the cups that look like this. Okay, a black cup, right? All black cups are being sold at a particular price. Now, we're going to talk about this particular item has been sold at this particular price. And that is why we have the sale price attached over here. Okay, so this sale price is going to be, an attachment, or rather, literally, what have you sold this item for, so that we can also be able to calculate profits in the long run. And that's how you create a full-on database system like so. It's a very beautiful thing. Yeah, if you think about it, if you look at it in detail, in depth, right? The way I have actually described it and prescribed it for sales and purchases, this is the best way to go ahead and sort out your systems. Just as long as you have the records, just as long as you have each and every single item in check and all the details are in check, you're going to have a very robust system that cannot be altered with. And even in the process of alteration, guess what? We have activity logs. So these activity logs are going to also tell us, yo, these guys wamefanya shenanigans nyingi. They have done a lot of shenanigans in the back of the system. But it's so hard to go around with this system. It's so hard to actually do something that, sabotages, like maybe say, for example, editing quantities and stuff like that. You have to actually prove that this quantity is in the system, or rather this quantity is like within the storage or whatever. Yeah. And you go in depth to actually get it out, edit those numbers, delete those numbers, sell those numbers, and so on and so forth. It's a beautiful system, very, very beautiful system. So I'm going to leave it at that, actually, because right now, as it stands, we're at a point where I think if we come, because this is just a test run for one particular item, I can do that. I'll make this product, the laundry bags, get to 50. Okay, so I'll come in here, add this, and then I'll just do click button to generate. So I'll generate a new SQ, save, generate a new I need to put a price. So for, let's say for 10, which means we'll make maybe a profit against the recommended price. So I'll save this. I'll come and click to generate. I bought this at 420, save it. Come generate a new SQ, make it at 420 again, save it. All right, so there we are. We have this number of products. If we go to the products list, this one has become 50. Let's see. All right, it's become 50. That's all. That's literally how we are going to sort out this system. It's like a supermarket system, basically, right? Although this one is going to be more of a privatized, like, distribution system for logistics, for all those kinds of purposes, right? So let's say, for example, I'm going to come in here and now create a brand. Yeah, I'm going to view brands. So there are no brands over here. Okay, there are more brands over here, obviously. I want to create a new brand. Yeah, I want to say the brand name is Mware. Okay, and the logo, I don't have a logo. I'm just going to save it like this, right? So I've gone ahead and created a brand called Mware. It's down here. So what I want to do is I want to come and do a category, okay? View product categories, and then I'll come and okay, sorry, not view, but I just need a new one, and then I'll come in here and say cereals, right? Cereals and grains, and then I'll save it, right? Okay, so I've saved cereals and grains right here. I'll come into products, I'll create a new product, right? And then I'll come in here and say rice. Okay, I'll come in here and say description, bare rice. I'll say bare rice, just for the lols. Product categories, cereal and grains. Measurement unit, kilogram, right? Product category, I'm just going to come in here and say muer. And then quantity is 1, such that we are selling it in units of kilos, right? And then the price per kilo in terms of purchases and sales, 160, right? Let's say, for example, I choose images of rice, but there's no need. I'll just save, right? So it says for each these images as image. So I'm just going to edit some piece of that code out first before we continue. It's inside product descriptions, create, right? So you see, this is if there's an image, right? So I'm just going to come in here and say if, right? If, then I'm going to use a function is set images. So if is set this images, yeah, okay, so we've done that. We're just going to say rice again, bare rice. Product category, it's going to be cereals and grains. Measurement unit, we're going to do kilogram. Product category is muer. Quantity, no, this is supposed to be brand actually. Then quantity is supposed to be 1, so 1 kilogram is the selected unit, so 1 kilogram goes for 160 shillings, and then I'm going to save. Great. So now if I go to page 37, I have, I have rice over here with no units, right? So I'll come in here and say, okay, I'm going to create units of rice. Like I want to put what? How many kilos of rice do I want to put? Maybe say 500, right? I want to create a function that also enables me to add 500 kilos of rice. Okay. So let's say, for example, in this situation, this is add new product, and then there's another one for mass adding. Okay, I'm going to do another one for mass addition. That one I'll save that one for tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be good night from me. This has been your host, Steve Nyanumba, back again with Tech Chess, and thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope to actually do this in front of you guys. The mass addition of new products. And yeah, that will be all, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys in a few. Take care and enjoy, or rather have a blessed weekend ahead. We'll see you guys on Saturday again, trying to cover what it is that is remaining about the product section, purchases section, sales section, and so on and so forth. Then, we still have the bill management stuff. This is where the fun begins, the APIs and all that stuff. This is where the fun begins. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and God bless. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just as we used to do it before, just as we used to do it before, we're going to put up one of like our favorites. Okay, we really haven't gone about this the right way, but I want to put one of our favorites before we call it a night. Right. So, Closinger, when he just decided to come out with the Renegade Queen, we were all bemused. But you know, it's now normal for us because Closinger is goated. Here is Renegade Queen. I'm sure you guys are gonna have a good one. Take care and enjoy your night. Let's finish it off.